GuyCast.
Hey guys, it's GuyCast, where we talk about things that we're excited about in the gaming world. It's Dustin.
And Brandon.
And Brandon, did you know that they announced the NES Mini with 30 games? Some of the best games the console had to offer. Balloon Fight, Castlevania, Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario. It's got Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. It's got Zelda 1 and 2. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun, man. It comes out at $59.99 plus tax. It comes boxed with one controller, and you can buy extras at $9.99.
So yeah, definitely excited about the NES Mini. Like Dustin said earlier, some of the best games that were on the console at the time. You know, I'm not looking forward to the lack of physical media, though.
Definitely slightly disappointing to hear. I know it's not going to take away from it a whole lot, but there's nothing quite like being able to stick your own cartridge in the machine and have it play just like in the old days. And think about it, there are going to be several limitations due to the fact that it's only 30 games, and there were so many great games. You're not going to be able to play them all.
Right, and I think that's where the Retron steps in. The Retron makes an NES, strictly an NES, and runs off of an emulator. You can use your own games. They have the Retron file, which of course has multiple consoles built in that also run off of emulators, but I think that's where that steps in and takes over. That will take the majority of that side of the industry.
Absolutely, and Nintendo have to take a look and weigh the benefits of whether or not adding in, another piece of hardware to where it can read the original cartridges, whether that's going to be beneficial to them as a company and for it as a product as well. So I do think, they're considering that. And, even though it's not going to have that support, the 30 games that it does have are very awesome, I think. I haven't played them all. For example, I'm ready to try out Kid Icarus. Never actually played an original copy of Dr. Mario, so I think that's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. That'll be something we'll definitely make some videos on in the future as well when it comes out. Also, the controllers. You cannot use an original controller.
So that's a little bit disappointing as well. But I do hear there is support for the Wii controllers, the Pro controllers.
Yeah, and it's kind of strange, honestly, if you ask me, but I guess to each his own. Something about that dog bone controller, man, I can't shake it. You have to have one of those when you play an NES. With all the hype about the Nintendo NX taking a little detour here, I feel like they just kind of were like, you know what, here you go. Here's something to satisfy you, to shut you guys up about the NX. So between, the NX and what we're not going to say about it, here you go.
Absolutely.
Here's
like
a console.
Small distraction.
Yeah.
Okay, I see where you're going on that. Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of where they were going with it. It could have been planned for a long time. I mean, I don't know. But definitely excited about it nonetheless.
Obviously, the NX is going to have Virtual Console support. I just wonder how this would impact it, since there's going to be several games on there that are already available, through the Virtual Console service. NES games are going for $5 a pop on the virtual store.
Right.
So 30 games, that's $150 that Nintendo's packaging into a $60 special right there. So honestly, this seems like a good idea. And it has the HDMI out support, so that's very cool. No more analog cables like in the olden days.
The olden days. Which really wasn't that long ago if you think about it.
It really wasn't. Technology's come a long way. Also, let's talk about Pokemon Go. Originally released on July 6th, 21 million players. Daily. People are getting in wrecks.
2 people walked off a bridge on Thursday.
Off a bridge?
Off of a bridge.
That's ridiculous.
I mean,
I haven't had a chance to play it on my own phone. I know I've watched you play it, and I've, chauffeured your Pokemon experience.
Right, well, I'm driving, yeah.
But I haven't had the opportunity to play it myself, and I'm a bit disappointed.
Well, I'll say this. When it first came out, I was ecstatic about this game. I was looking forward to this game. As soon as I opened it, I was like, this is it. This is the best thing ever. The more I play it, the more, especially with the gyms in town or in the cities, when you go, and the highest CP Pokemon you have is like a 380, right? So you go up to this gym, and you're like, hey man, I'm gonna take this gym. And you get there, and there's like 6 level 1200s. You got like a Vaporeon, you got, all kinds of absurd CP leveled Pokemons. What do you do with a level 380 against a level 1200? I mean, you don't.
And that's all. There's nothing you do about it.
Nothing.
You go.
And then I'm,
as you watch the other guys roll up,
right? And
also have no hope.
Yeah, and you're like, hey man, I have no hope either. And he's like, I feel you, man.
We should be friends.
We should be friends.
And Pokemon Go bringing people together since July the 6th. Yooka Laylee.
Yooka Laylee.
Yooka freaking Laylee, man.
Man.
I'm so excited.
I could not be more excited about a game.
Let's
talk about it.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about it.
Yooka Laylee started out as a Kickstarter project.
How many former employees from Rare were in that?
I'm not 100% how many there are, but it's a lot of the guys who worked on Banjo Kazooie, Banjo Tooie, Donkey Kong Country. These guys, they're coming together. They left Rare Studios,
which is now owned by Microsoft, correct?
Yes. They left the Rare Studios and they started their new company, Playtonic Games. And Playtonic Games is a lot of the guys who were working on these old games, and now they're working on Yooka Laylee, which is supposed to be the spiritual successor. That's that Banjo 3 that we've all been looking for, you guys. That one that we got that cliffhanger on Banjo Tooie. It's coming.
It's coming. And I think it's really we talked about this in our Banjo Kazooie playthrough, actually. We kind of hit this. We kind of touched on this, guys, playing through Banjo Kazooie. On the Rare Replay, which we just recently picked up, and we've been doing a little playthrough on that. But I feel like this is a very necessary thing for the gaming industry right now.
Like we were saying, a lot of the games have gone towards a more mature audience. I know we still have your Marios on the Nintendo consoles, but a lot of developers are afraid to experiment with, maybe platforming and other things like that. We still have indie developers that are going in for it, but there's not really a whole lot of blockbuster companies working on the platformer genre anymore.
I think Shovel Knight, it's not really a platformer, it's more like a side-scroller, but it kind of went back to the basics on that. It's like a Mario side-scroller type of game, and I had a lot of fun. Have you played that game?
I enjoy it dearly. It kind of reminds me, it's Mega Man-y.
Yeah.
It's kind of Mega Man. Mixed with kind of Mario. It's a really good game, man. It's a really good side-scrolling classic adventure brought to life. Good to see it with bright, beautiful colors on a good HD TV. It really
stands out.
It comes to life.
It does.
And Yooka Laylee, it started out as a Kickstarter project. They had a goal of like $250,000 maybe, and in less than an hour they bypassed it, and it was already taken care of. And by the end of the entire project, they raised over $2 million US
from 80,000 people.
80,000 people. That's a lot of people.
That's crazy.
And the thing is the developers talk about it, and they pass the link on to one of the other developers, and by the time he clicked on the Kickstarter link, a lot of money was already funded onto it.
Right, and they actually broke the record for the most funded UK Kickstarter ever, as far as games go, the UK Games Kickstarter, rather. So that's something to be proud of right there.
One thing I want everybody to do is go ahead and check out the link to the trailer in the description below, or you can go ahead and click on this one right here.
Tell us what you think. I mean, we definitely think, and I don't know, it's because of just the games we grew up with, the games we enjoy playing, but we definitely think this is a necessary thing for, like I said, the gaming industry.
I know we have some more things in store. We've got Banjo Kazooie coming out. We've got Banjo Tooie on the way. We're going to throw on some nuts and bolts. We have the entire Rare Replay collection that we can go through. And then we have a whole library of games to get started on.
Yeah, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Something we've always wanted to do. We really enjoy playing games together. Me and Dustin have been friends for a while. That's something we really enjoy to do. So we're hoping that we...
I'm sorry, the way that you said it was like, we enjoy being friends. That's something we enjoy.
That's something we really enjoy doing together, and we hope that you enjoy it as much as we do by watching and listening to our GuyCast. If you'll check out the Banjo Kazooie Part 1, we actually explain where the whole guy thing came from. So you don't think that we're just saying guy all the time and no, it's stupid. But yeah, go check that out. You can figure out where the guy came from.
So guys, tell us what you're excited about in the comments section below.
Don't forget to check out some of our other videos and subscribe so you're always in the know when it comes to our new videos. Thanks for listening to this episode 1 of GuyCast. We're looking forward to seeing you next week, and be sure to check out our videos between now and then.